Hey guys, it's Lisa. So I am here at California Adventure today and we're going to do something a little bit special, which is to go to Carthay Circle restaurant. And I love Carthay Circle, but I don't go there that often, and I feel like some people don't even really realize that it's there, but it is good and it is special. So I'm going to show you. Oogie Boogie is over there, sorry. Yes, I'm going to show you the full dining experience. So let's do it. Let's go inside. Oogie Boogie keeps taunting me. I mean, okay, he technically taunts all of us about every 30 seconds or so, but I feel like it's enjoyable and it's fun and we like it, you know? We like when Oogie Boogie makes his Oogie Boogie sounds. But yeah, we are gonna head inside of California. Oh, I think I hear the monorail. Do I? Yes, I do. Okay, wait, I'm gonna turn around so you can see it too. It's gonna come very soon. Don't worry, we're waiting. It's gonna happen soon. Can I even see it? I can't see it. Wait, where? There it is. Oh my gosh, it's going so slow. Look at that. So slow. Anyway, yay, monorail. Let's go inside. You can get a reservation for Carthay. I do not have a reservation, but they're not hard to come by. But the other way you can do it is walk up, which is what I'm gonna do. And you can do walk up two ways. You can do it in person and just go up to the host, or you can hear Oogie Boogie, or you can do it on the app. The only thing with the app is that you do have to have location services turned on, and you do have to be relatively close to the restaurant. Otherwise, it's gonna give you a little warning saying, no, you cannot do this yet. You are not close to the restaurant. So anyway, let's go up to the host, or maybe I'll show you on my phone. I don't know. We'll see. Here we are at Carthay Circle, and I just checked myself in. Well, I put myself on the wait list with the actual hostess. So she is immediately below, right at the entrance of the restaurant, but immediately below Carthay Circle itself, which is so very nice. And like I said, there's three ways to be able to get inside. You can do what I did and just go walk up, and you can also do it on the app and then obviously get a reservation. But a little tip for you, if you see that there's no reservation, like if you want to book it on the app, right? And you go to get on the wait list on the app and it says they are too full and there's no tables available, I highly suggest just going up to the host yourself and asking, because 9 times out of 10, they can still take you. It's just they can't take you on the app. Carthay Circle Restaurant. I am so excited. I don't know if I mentioned this, but I am here for lunch. They do lunch service and then they also do a dinner service. The lunch service is from 11 to 1:30. It's actually only available on Fridays, Saturdays, and Sundays. And then you can do dinner service every day of the week, but that starts at 4 p.m. And in case you are wondering, well, I think I already said that Carthay Circle is on, the restaurant itself is on the 2nd floor. It's a wonderful little hidden abode. So while we wait, we can go ahead and just take in all the Carthay Circle-ness of everything around us, and there's a ton of photographs to explore. Beyond this way is the bar, and obviously alfresco dining is outside, but you can look at all the photographs that kind of show the history of Carthay Circle. Wouldn't it be so cool if they still had Carthay Circle in LA? It would be so nice. But you can see, ooh, look at this. Very beautiful. So majestic. And then when our names do get called, look at that one right there. When our names do get called, we are going to be going inside, and there's this really nice, slightly secret staircase. It's really not that secret. It's right out in the open. But when you go upstairs, you just feel like you're transported somewhere outside of a theme park, and it is spectacular. It is so unique, and I just love this restaurant. What a magnificent floral display. They always have flowers inside the restaurant as well, a very grand, giant bouquet. But you can see over here, there's some memorabilia. Police Pass, Carthay Circle World Premiere, Walt Disney's Snow White. And then down here, it looks like, oh, Snow White makes motion picture history in triumph at Hollywood World Premiere. Very, very nice. And then over here, let's see what this one is. This one, Carthay Circle Theater. Oh, it's the program. Isn't that cool? And then over here, it's like a little advertisement. Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs, which will have its world premiere at Carthay Circle on Tuesday, December 21st. But when you come up to the second floor, it is truly like you're stepping into a world that is completely hidden. And it's so, so nice because it's just fully immersed in this beautiful decor. And there's also all of these classic pictures of Walt. I will show you the wonderful picture of Walt with Shirley Temple down the hall in just a moment. But yes, look at the wallpaper, the wood, everything is so beautiful. Oh, and then look at this. Oh, I didn't even realize that is made out of fabric. Seemingly, how very nice. Even the ceiling, look at that. That is so beautiful, so intricate. And then the geometric pattern going on. And then also, look at these hanging lights right here in this beautiful star shape. Isn't that so beautiful? It's so nice, so moody. Like I said, every single corner, every single detail, every single part of this entire restaurant is completely themed and so nice. So here's the picture of Walt and Shirley Temple. Look at how large it is. And then, of course, this is the Oscar that he got with all of the little Oscars for all of the dwarves. So fun. And then the sconces. The detail right there on the sconces is really, really nice. And then even this. Look right here. This is a really beautiful kind of marigold velvet. It looks so nice. And then there's tassels on the bottom. Everything is so, so beautiful. And then very lastly, I'll turn this way. Let me show you another picture of Walt on the other side. And then this is Carthay. Isn't that so nice with the sign and everything? This is the premiere. Everybody's excited. Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs. Hi-ho, hi-ho, hi-ho. Isn't this restaurant stunning? It is so, so beautiful. Look at those flowers. Look at the chandeliers. And then the paintings. That is so, so beautiful. And then also there are sconces that kind of add. I love that this glass was already here because I was like, ooh, look at how picture perfect that looks. But yes, it is wonderful up here and the energy is so nice. It's so calming and it's pretty sophisticated for a theme park, I feel like, no? And then the wood is gorgeous. That beautiful dark wood is so beautiful, especially with all the cream colored paint. And then over here, let me show you the table itself. I have a wonderful little table right here. It's so cozy, especially with the little partition right here. I feel like it's, dare I say, romantic for a theme park. It's really, really nice. And then the table itself is stunning. Look at the inlaid wood right there, and you can also see it on the edges. That is so, so beautiful. So anyway, we are here for ambiance, but we are also here for food. So let me explain the menu to you. Also, well, maybe I should show this to you first. This is the cocktail menu, and this is what Carthay Circle is really known for, both the upstairs restaurant and then especially kind of like the lounge downstairs, I feel like, right? But yes, you can pause and read this, but it's really nice. It kind of gives you a little description, it gives you a little bit of context for Carthay Circle, and then beautiful Carthay is down there, pictured below. And then let's see, let me show you. So there is a large assortment of drinks. So you have the classics, a classic Mai Tai, that sounds really delicious, and Negroni, not really for me, but still very classic. And then the ensemble cast, oh my gosh, I love old fashions, and the one here is fantastic. A Bloody Mary, let's see, gin and tonic, yes, very nice. And then this is the selection of both wine. This is red wine, sparkling wine. So this is what we really came here for. This is the food menu, and Carthay Circle is open for lunch 3 days a week, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, from 11 until 1:30 p.m. And I am obviously here for lunch, but then they are open 7 days a week for dinner at 4 p.m. So the Prix Fixe menu is what you can get at lunch, and then it's a rather limited selection, but honestly, all the food here is so good, so you really, really, really cannot go wrong. And then when it comes to dinner, there's a more extensive menu, and honestly, everything is also really good there, and everything changes seasonally as well. So For the summer menu right now, it's still the summer menu. The Prix Fixe menu is $62 a person, and then for starters, you have a choice of green garbanzo bean fritters, farmer's market stone fruit, and burrata toast. That sounds delightful, and I'm gonna have to ask what the farmer's market fruit is, and then celebration of summer heirloom melons. And then for main courses, we have a pesto, there's gochujang, honey glazed shrimp, and chicken schnitzel. Oh my god, I love schnitzel. Oh no, okay, I might have to get that. And then Santa Maria grilled tri-tip, that also sounds delightful. Oh no, I'm gonna have a really hard time deciding. And then shareable side for an additional cost of $14, you can get the warm cheddar Parker House rolls. And let me tell you, you should not miss them. They are a 20 out of 10, honestly. They are so good. And Carthay Circle took them away for a while and it was devastating. But now they are back and I cannot recommend them highly enough. So absolutely, if you come here, no matter what you get the Parker House rolls. I have the most phenomenal smelling bread in front of me in the entire world, and it smells just as I remember it, and it looks exactly the way I remember it, and it's so good. In fact, should I just lift the entire thing up? Here it is. I have an entire loaf all to myself. Look at that. 6 delicious rolls. Oh my gosh. The smell is intoxicating, okay? And they're so soft and there's a crispness. I feel like this is an ASMR moment. I'm literally holding an entire loaf of bread in my hands as I do that. Anyway, I'm placing it down, okay? So it does come with a sauce on the side, but I actually don't care for the sauce. I like the bread all on its own. So the sauce is the Calabrian chili pine nut romesco butter. And I myself I've never really cared for it. I'll give it another try right now, you know? But in the meantime, let's do a giant, okay, this is so exciting. I have an entire loaf of bread all to myself. Let's see, let's give it a little pull. Okay, the best part about this bread is, well, there's a lot of best parts. One, it is pillowy, it is soft. I like that I'm giving it a good squeeze. It is pillowy, it is soft, oh my gosh, and it has this nice cheese on the top that is baked on top, giving it a really nice crispy flavor, and baked cheese on top of a bready, carby, starchy thing is one of the best things in the entire world. So yes, I can already guarantee you this is going to be exactly as I remember. Oh my gosh, look at that. So fluffy. That was the most awkward bite I think I have ever taken in my entire life, okay? But maybe it was just because I was so enthusiastic about the bread. And the bread is so good. It's just everything as I described it, you know? Especially the nice cheese on top. But I did feel like maybe today it was slightly more dry. So I'm gonna go ahead and try the butter, even though, I don't know. I just love pulling it apart though. Look at that. Okay, let's give it a bite. I do actually like the flavor of that more the second time around. I always remember it being kind of like not that flavorful. Today it is very flavorful, or perhaps my memory is just very, very wrong, which it probably is. It's really acidic actually, which is nice. It gives it a good sour flavor. And I mean, come on, the bread is so good all on its own. Get the bread, get the bread. I just want to let you know that I am ridiculous and I ordered 2 Prix Fixe menus, okay? It's just, I needed to know there were so many options, okay? I mean, when I say so many, it's a very concise menu, but at the same time, I wanted options, okay? So yes, I have my bread, but now you get to guess what starters am I getting? What main courses am I getting? So I have both my appetizers. I'm very excited about this. So the first one, I ordered the farmer's market stone fruit, remember? They're plums. So it's plums and burrata toast, prosciutto, and tomato compote. And it looks so good. Oh my gosh, look at the plums. Delightful. This is really good. The only thing is that it really tastes like a lot of basil. The basil overwhelms everything, but I'm okay with that because I really, really like basil. And then the plums are so nice. They're so sweet. They have a really nice texture. And then the prosciutto, there's just a little piece of prosciutto, but it kind of gives it a little bit more, you know, something to layer on top, right? It's pretty good. And then the burrata, I mean, it's fine to me. And the toast. Okay, the toast is really good. It has a nice crispness on the outside, very toasty. All around, this is so good. And they will swap it out when, this is the summer menu, obviously. They're gonna swap it out for the fall menu, and then they do winter and they do spring and all that stuff. And now we have the competition for the burrata toast, and honestly, this looks phenomenal. This is not something that I would normally order, but I'm very glad I did because it looks so good. So this is the celebration of summer heirloom melons, and it is sitting in a little bit of chilled melon almond gazpacho. You can see the almonds kind of scattered around. Very unique, and also very, I feel like both dishes, especially the toast, have been very, very nice to look at. The bread has just been bread, but that's okay because the bread wins in terms of flavor overall. So let me go ahead and take a bite of this. It looks phenomenal. Actually, wait, do I want honeydew? I like honeydew more than I like cantaloupe. And there's, okay, I didn't realize there's cucumber in this as well. So let me, it's already soaked up in all the gazpacho, but let me get it more soaked. Here we go. The number one word that comes to mind when I think of this is refreshing. Oh my god, this is so refreshing. There's cucumber in it too. I took a few more bites because I just really started to enjoy it. It's refreshing, but also the temperature. It's nice and chilled. It is perfectly cold, which on a hot summer day, you know, as part of the summer menu, this is so nice. And the melon is ripe and it's sweet, but then the cucumber offsets that, you know what I mean? So all around, the quality of the food, as you can see, is much better than normal theme park food. And I cannot wait to show you, I haven't gotten my entrees yet, but like I said, I got 2 Prix Fixe menus, so we get to try 2 different main courses, and I'm excited for it. Okay, I actually have to come back and tell you that I do have a favorite, and it's the toast. The toast is really nice. It just has so many different flavors, and like I said, basil, overwhelmingly basil, which I really like, and I like, you know, really sweet things, so I like that they have the plums in there. And then in terms of like the other one, I like the temperature. I like that it's cold. Also, the almonds are kind of surprising because they're just like nutty, and they are there. My first entree right here, and I can smell it. It smells delicious. So this is the Santa Maria grilled tri-tip, and it also has ranchero black beans, roasted poblano chilies, and fresh corn, as you can see at the bottom. And like I said, I can smell it. It smells so good. It's very, I don't want to use the word fragrant because that feels wrong, but also it is right. I have a little bite right here. I got the M piece because it looks charred and it looks delightful because of that. So let's see. Wait a minute, what? This is the best thing that I have eaten so far today, but also I want to say this is the best thing I've had at Disneyland in a while. It's really delicious. Oh my gosh, the meat has a really nice substantial flavor, and then the grill on top of it, I love that. It's a nice char, but then what it's on top of, it's a little bit of cream corn. They kind of like have a corn puree, but then also actual corn and then the black beans. Everything is really nice. Oh, and the chilies. It's incredible. The flavors are really delicious. They all go really well together, and I am so impressed. This is theme park food, remember? So highly recommend, especially because it's like a nice environment and it's kind of, we're a little bit hidden over here. But yes, I already have my second entree and I'm so ready for it. It looks delicious. Look at this, the wine glasses have multiplied. How exciting. Maybe that wine glass had babies, except they grew up really, really fast. But anyway, I was turning the camera on because they are playing so much fun music. I do not think you're able to hear it, but it is a bunch of Disney music, Pixar music. They were just playing Rapunzel music, which is one of my favorite Disney movies, and it makes everything so much fun. So it definitely reminds you again of like, oh yeah, we are at Disneyland. The restaurant is definitely busier now, and it's so much fun because, oh, I didn't even show you the kitchen because you can see it, especially from where I'm sitting. I'll show you in a minute. But yes, the energy in the dining area is higher now than when I first walked in. But let me tell you about the entree that I got. So this is the second entree, and I think they do not have dessert. So if they did have dessert, I would absolutely order it, but I think this is going to be it. So This is the chicken schnitzel, and it has heirloom tomatoes, dill, yogurt, sun gold tomato sauce. And it looks quite nice. This one is not as fragrant as the tri-tip, but it still looks incredible, and I do love schnitzel. I like anything fried. So when I saw schnitzel, I was like, oh yes, and it's in this bed of sauce that really reminds me of like an egg yolk, and I do love a good runny egg. So I really soaked it in there. Do you see? Let me give it a try. The texture of that chicken is so good. Well, I mean, specifically the fried part of it. It's so nice, so crispy, but it's really light and it's still delicate at the same time. And the sauce is perfectly okay. I feel like if you don't like dry chicken, this chicken is not dry, but if you do not like dry chicken, well, actually my reference for dry chicken is actually not a good reference because I like dry chicken, but you can, if you don't care for it, you can soak it up in that sauce. And then I had some of the tomatoes, I had the cucumbers. The only thing is that I didn't realize until I saw it, and I was like, oh, there's dill there. I can smell the dill. The dill is, whenever dill is in a dish, you can't miss it. So if you don't like dill, I feel like you could perhaps ask for it without, but regardless, it's really, really nice. The tomatoes especially, I don't really like tomatoes in general, but these tomatoes, these heirloom tomatoes are really, really good. So no dessert. We have to go downstairs if we want to get dessert. Oh, and I don't even think I mentioned, I probably did actually, that downstairs, so upstairs is the restaurant, and then downstairs they have the lounge and the al fresco dining, and they have completely different menus. So it's worth it to go downstairs, but I love coming upstairs instead. But yes, in terms of everything, I'm still trying to decide if I want dessert or not, because if I do, I have to go downstairs for it. But the sundaes are always really good. They have a seasonal sundae, and they're always phenomenal. But anyway, yes, in terms of everything we had, actually, you know what? We'll go outside, and then I'll give you final thoughts. So to give you the final cost, even though I did say in the beginning, the lunch menu is only Prix Fixe, so it is a fixed $62. But of course I added the $14 for the bread. So this would have been $148 and then adding tip on top. But because I have a magic key, let's see how much the total came to, $126.39 and then tip on top of that. So yes, I feel like that's actually a really, really nice price for this kind of special dining experience and all that stuff. But like I said, I'm gonna go outside and give you final thoughts outside. So some final thoughts for you. All around, I think Carthay Circle is probably my favorite sit down. I mean, I love Carnation Cafe, but that's just because it's like on Main Street. I think in terms of the food and the ambiance and just the experience, I think Carthay Circle is my favorite sit down restaurant inside of the parks, and the food is just exquisite, like all the things I showed you today, you would never believe that you would get that in the theme park. And the ambiance, like the decor and everything, once you enter the restaurant, you're like, wow, this is hidden up here, this is incredible. And I love the theming. I love Buena Vista Street. I love vintage Disney stuff. So I am all about that. And yeah, like I said, the food is so good. So I would say that if you're gonna come, the lunch is fabulous. I would take a look at the menu ahead of time because they are gonna be updating it. They always update seasonally, both for dinner and for lunch, and also the downstairs, the lounge. So I would check out the menu, see ahead of time, do you maybe want to go for lunch or do you maybe want to go for dinner? Dinner has a much more extensive menu, and they are known for their pork chop, and they make it seasonally, so like whatever goes on top is always a little bit different. So right now it would be summer themed, and in a couple weeks they're going to switch over to the fall menu. So I'm very excited for that, but honestly, I'm really happy that I got the summer menu, considering it is so hot. We are still going through a heat wave. But yeah, all around, I love it. 20 out of 10 for Carthay Circle. And if I had to choose between Carthay and Blue Bayou, I mean, they're different, right? They're very different. Food-wise, oh my God, hands down, Carthay Circle. And then also in terms of ambiance, the only thing is that with Blue Bayou, I love waving at the people. So maybe it wins a little bit for that, but I think Carthay Circle still wins as my favorite restaurant in all of Disneyland. So yes, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you had fun. I hope it was, you know, nice to see the menu and all that kind of stuff. And oh, and like I said, if you want to come for lunch, make sure you only come on Friday, Saturday, or Sunday, because those are the only days they offer it. So yes, next time we will have to go for dinner. But thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you had fun, and I will see you next time. Okay, bye.